Exploring the car, hardcore editions, driving style. I'm on my way to Mika's house. I gotta do I just left work. I'm sweaty, I'm dirty, I'm grimy. I just left work and I gotta do a reading at 6 o'clock in about an hour and a half. And I'm about to drive into the mountains. And I want to talk about the Benandanti for a minute. And we are the Benandanti. If you're new to who I am and my channel, this is Exploring the Car with Rock Castaldo. And I am a researcher, a psychic, a songwriter, a radio host, and a hereditary shaman. And my hereditary line are called the Benandanti, which are light workers basically, and we battle the negative elements on Gaia that are trying to steal the abundance of her and trying to make the dark control the physical plane. And you see, when you're a true Benandanti and you're initiated, a shamanistic initiation, you at that moment basically download ancestral memory into your hard drive basically. We are these biological entities, that we are biological computers almost, like, and similar to a computer, the way our brain works. We are like D-wave computers in a way that we can tap into different realities and dimensions and tap in to different planes of existence. And when you're a Benandanti and you are downloaded certain information that just is a knowing and that you just know. One of them happens to be info on magic and what magic really is, and we are magic. Gaia is the magic planet where thoughts are manifested, and everything is manifested through thought. And it's an amazing library, living, breathing library of a planet. And when you're a true Benandanti, then you know magic is only used for protection and healing. I don't know how much I can stress this, like I've been stressing it. So one of the key ways that I know if someone is a real Benandanti or not, and I'm gonna cause a lot of this is highly controversial what I'm gonna say, and please do not take it offensively, because I have a lot of friends of mine that are close friends who do certain things that I just was awakened, at a young age. I was not only taught, but the knowledge was awakened in me, that some of these people that are out there that are Strega and saying that they are good Strega or Benandanti, maybe they just are a little lost in the physical plane simulation that we're stuck in, but the money trap. But when you're a true Benandanti, you understand that repeating spells from someone else or using spells to claim lovers or to lottery or to manipulate, you know, the elements and other people's wills is serious business. And I struggled for a long time even charging for oracle readings that I do. I did them free for a while because I was taught never to charge money for your craft. But then again, you know, it was never thought that I would be doing it on a mass scale over the wall to all people all over the world. So I do charge donation-wise for my readings, but to teach people the craft, like to teach people spells and to teach people certain, if you want to say Italian witchcraft, I could never charge money to teach people family secrets. And there's a lot of people out there, some of them friends of mine, who do that and teach online courses. So I'd be able to teach a psychic class or classes like that, but to teach inner strega traditions and, you know, hereditary craft for a certain price a month or for this or that is totally against what Strega or Benandanti believe. So if someone was a true Benandanti, you would not see a book of spells being sold at Barnes and Nobles that were passed down through their family, or even classes on Stregaria and different, I mean, that's ridiculous to me. And, you know, a lot of people do it. And, you know, if you're a real Benandanti, then this is awakened inside of you, and you already know that that's not. Because when a sorcerer is casting spells and is sending spells out there into the public for other people to repeat, if that spell caster or witch doesn't realize that when other people repeat their spell, his spell or her spell, that adds to the magnification of the intention, then you've been truly misinformed. I mean, when someone else repeats a spell that you've written that has your intention inside those words and inside the materials that you've collected and put into that spell, when you have someone else collect the same exact materials, use the same exact candles, use the same exact incense, and say the same exact words that you said in the spell that you created, then that is adding to the intention of your original spell, and that other person's energy is getting entwined in it, and it's a snowball effect, and it turns into this big concoction of a crazy magic ball. And I mean, if that's handed down over generations and generations and different families and different this, I mean, by the time it comes to the Barnes and Noble's book and somebody's reading it fucking 100 years down the line, I mean, who knows what attached to those words by then? I mean, people don't even realize the power of thought and intention. And if you add that to focused meditation and generations upon generations of magical practice, a spell can be very powerful. Words can be very, very powerful. And you can open up portals to lower realms that can trap you and take you off of Gaia's physical plane permanently, where you get lost. And, you know, that leads me to talk about these fairy realms, and if you want to call them the Fae. Almost every forest has an access to a fairy realm, to the Fae realm. Almost every forest. There are higher astral realms that have Fae in it and lower astral realms that have Fae in it. There's hierarchies of these Fae, or elves, or Filetto, as we call them, spirits, or, you know, we are called the Filetti, or the Filetto, or, you know, there's a few names that we call them in Strega, but, I think it's David Pilatus, he talks about missing 411. He has, he's been devoting many years of his life to research of missing person cases, and I know he was going down the Bigfoot spiral for a little while, thinking it was Bigfoot abducting them, then alien abductions, and this and that. He's going down different avenues throughout the years. I don't know if he's ever gone down the avenue of the Fae realms, but if you get caught in one of these realms, time 10, 20, 30 years can be passing on Earth, and you're caught in this trap where you're wandering around in a stupor, you know, looking at everything sparkling, and like, you know, you're like in a wonderland, but in reality, time's passing on Earth, and you're caught, and your energy is being sucked away, and you're being used as a battery to charge their realms, and, you know, keep them. You see, some of these entities, they can't experience the higher realms that we can. Like, they're a tacutonem type entity that only can see the lower astral realms. And when they are able to hijack us in astral form and cling to us, they can piggyback on us and experience these higher realms and earth plane, the physical plane. They can experience that while they're piggybacking on us. So they use us as a battery to charge their trip into other realms, you know, and draining us of our life force. So, you know, fairies aren't always an amazing experience like everybody says. Some fae, like I said, are higher realm entities and will help you with gardening and with different things in the physical plane. And in the astral realms, they will assist you if you've lost your way sometimes in dream time. But at the same time, they can be tricksters and lower astral entities. And if you're not grounded and you enter dream time, they can affect you and suck your life force. And a lot of these cases, see, they're tricksters. They like to play around with belongings as well. So a lot of times, you'll find somebody will get lost in one of these Fae realms, and it seems like they've been abducted, and they have been abducted. And they'll have a search party looking for people. They'll comb the area, past a certain location several times, nothing's there. And then sometimes days, weeks, even months later, they'll find at a spot that they've researched and passed numerous times before, then all of a sudden, months later, they'll come across that same spot and find clothes sitting there neatly folded, or just a pile of clothes sitting there, and it's the actual clothes of the missing person, identified by the family and everything. But it's a month later, and it's found in the same spot that they've looked before. That's because it's the Fae. It's the Fae returning the belongings, playing like tricksters, you know, leaving little clues. Like, they like to play games, and they like to see the emotions of the family, you know, that's missing their loved one, and the reaction that leaving the clothes there will leave, and they feed off that, and it charges them, and it prolongs their stay in this realm by feeding off that, you know, adding to the energy of the fucking situation that they've caused. You know, not only do they receive energy and feed off the energy that's created by abducting the person, but everybody that loves that person, that's affected by the missing person, they receive energy from that experience as well. And like I said, it charges their stay in this realm. It gives their energy to their piggyback experience. And you know, there's other beings that are like this. I think one of them is called the Pukwudgie. Gnomes. There's a few beings, the red caps. You know, us in the Etruscan lore, they have these beings called the red caps, which are little gnome-like beings who can sometimes seem like a baby in distress, and then when you go to save the baby or get up close, they use their sharp nails to sever your carotid artery and slit your throat. And these beings are servants of I don't want to say Dianas, but they are servants of Pan, or the stag god, or CERN, you know, and they serve the lower astral realm higher ups, and I'm gonna have to say goodbye for now, but I'm gonna finish this recording later, and I have a lot of stuff I've been working on, guys, and it's gonna be interesting to see what goes on. I have a reading coming up tonight, so I gotta go prepare for that and say hello to my Mika, my magic, and I'm gonna say spiral out, guys. You wanna say it with me? We spiraling, baby. We spiraling out.